Hi, I'm Alexandra Doan with Dressage Clicks, and today I'm going to show you a couple exercises that you can do in preparation for riding your horse and getting them collected and on the bit. These are a few exercises that you can do when you're tacked up. There are a couple exercises beforehand that you can do with the horse with his halter on and lead rope. You can also do exercises when your horse is free lunging or just out in the paddock. But for the moment, I'm just going to show you something with Vaquero and his tack, and I'm going to show you how we're going to ask him to get on the bit. And what we're going to look for is nice softness with our fingers. We're going to use our fingers, our pinky and our fourth fingers. We're going to get those fingers engaged because those are the ones we're going to use when we're riding. So we're going to use those right now when he's just standing still. And we're going to just ask him with our pinkies and fourth fingers with nice gentle wiggles, connect in the bridle, and then a little squeezing, and I like to call it squeezing lemons, where you just squeeze, release your fingers. And I'm just going to ask him, he's got to stand still. I'm going to try not to seesaw because that is not what I want. I just want to take a light connection. I don't have anything driving him into the connection right now. So I'm just going to be patient. I'm going to take a connection. Good. And when he sort of follows my request, I will click. And since this is going to be new exercise, I'm going to give him an extra delicious treat to start, just a little carrot. Otherwise, we do cookies usually. Where are my carrots? They're at the bottom. And I'm going to shoo him away because it's rude. He should not be looking into my treat pocket. I'm going to turn into him and back him up a little bit because he was in my space. And then when I give him his treat, I'm going to look for him to become nice and round. So again, I'm encouraging him to get on the bit, arch his neck, sort of rock back on his hocks a little bit, creating some strength in his top line while I give him his treat. So we're going to try that again. I'm just going to gently take the connection as if I was riding and just do this with my lemon squeezes. I don't want him to back up or walk forward. I just want him to come into a little frame. So we're going to try that again. We'll wait until he's done eating. Because sometimes when they're still chewing, you know, we want to give them a little time to process or take a break. You don't want to just bang out your little exercises so fast. You need the time for the horse to think. And his head's coming up, so I'm just going to position his head where I'd like him to be. I'm going to make sure I'm not doing this exercise with him flexed. Try to keep him, and if he goes down, I'll bump him up to correct him, because that's not what I want. I want to just take a little connection and then wait. Good. And I want to find a place where I'm connecting him and he's up in this frame here. And the more trained and the more exercised and supple and more muscles your horse might have, you know, they might do a different connection a little bit higher. And for him though, if you were doing, like he's sort of in the middle, he's probably first level, so we're not going to do anything too dramatic for him, but just enough to just get the idea that when I take a connection with my fingers, you're going to soften into that connection. So he understands the concept pretty well, and so I can also, if you can cut it if you'd like,